All right, guys, so decided to change things up a little bit today. One, the driving range I normally go to is closed, so holiday or whatever. So what I'm going to do today is a little bit of putt and chipping challenge. I saw it from the Graves Golf YouTube channel. I'll link the putting chipping challenge in a link in the description below. But I decided to give it a little bit of a shot. I've kind of neglected my chipping a little bit. I've always been pretty decent at putting, but definitely neglected my chipping since I've gotten back into the game. So I thought I'd do it for a little bit today and see how it goes. So the way this putting and chipping challenge works is you take two balls, right? You just kind of toss them out onto the ground, which I'm going to do right here. You guys will see where they land. You just leave them where they land. You pick a hole to hit at. You chip them both times, and then you putt them, right? And then you go and putt those balls in. And the whole goal is to be able to basically get up and down. So chip and then putt them in one putt, right? And see how many times in a row you can do that, right? So once again, I'm going to give this a shot. It's been a while since I've really kind of taken chipping or done anything with chipping. So we'll see how well this goes today and go from there. So let's set up the first shot so I can show you guys how it works. All right, guys, so here's how this works. Once again, I threw those balls down. They landed right there. So essentially what I'm going to do is I'm just going to chip them and then I'm going to put them in. So let's see how this ball works out, shall we? So the chipping style that I'm going to use is the same one that Tim Graves teaches for the Graves Golf Academy. It works alongside the single plane swing. So it may look a little bit different than your normal chipping that I was taught originally, but it's the style I'm going to go with because it's also supposed to essentially work alongside my single plane swing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to aim for that hole right there and see where we're going to go. Now it's on a little bit of a downslope, right, but still relatively close to me. So try to chip it up about just to the top of the ridge and just kind of let it slowly roll out. So I left that one way shorter than I wanted it, right? So here's my next one. So I left myself about, looks like an 8-9 foot downhill putt, but let's go for the second one now. Put a little bit more mustard on this. Nope, left that one even further away. So those suck. Well, let's go putt them out, shall we? Here's where they landed, right? It's about a 15-foot putt for the first ball, probably about 8-foot putt for the second ball. So put you guys here. Let's see how the first one goes. I'm probably gonna fail the first time around, but that's okay. So yeah, this is gonna be a little bit uphill. It's gotta get over this ridge and it's gonna fall back down to the cup. Like I said, putting's always kind of been one of my strong suits, but left myself a hard one for the first one here, so. Oh, left that super short. A little bit too soft. Finish this one off real quick. So, two putted that one, which is good, right? So, for my first time in a long time. But if I was closer, like if I would have, for example, if I would have been able to hit that shot the first time around, right? Or got the ball chipped to there in the first place, which is what I was trying to do, I could have just putted that in for a single putt. So now, once again, it's about a 7-foot putt, 8-foot putt, probably closer to 7, to be honest with you. It's going to fall a little bit to the right, downhill slightly. Let's see what we got. Oh, just lipped that one out. That sucks, man. That really hurts because I thought I had that one for a second. But finish it off real quick. So two putted both of those, so that's a fail. I'm supposed to chip and then putt it in a single shot. So, but what I'm going to do now is I'm going to toss the balls over here, right? So I'm gonna toss these balls over there in that corner, and then we're gonna aim at this hole here. All right, so once again, gonna be aiming at this hole here, right? Put myself in the shade this time. Start off, well, I was in the shade last time to start off with, but I'm just gonna take these balls, right? And just like that, I'm just gonna toss them out there. From this angle, there's my shot. So it's kind of like I'm on a slope, downhill, right? I gotta aim more out to the right and let it fall into the cup. So that's what we're gonna attempt to do. Okay, so where I plan on aiming this shot is, once again, it's gonna fall in. So kind of looking at like I'm gonna would read my putt, right? It's not huge, so I don't wanna go too far, but it slopes down in this direction, right? But it's also kind of cresting, and then it's gonna fall this way. So what I wanna kind of do is, I know it's gonna roll out, so I think I'll kind of wanna put it somewhere right here, right before this sandy part. Land it maybe right at this nodule here, and then just let it roll to the cup. So that's what I'm gonna attempt to do with both these balls. Oh, broke my ankle. So try to land them just before the sand, little sandy area there. Oh, totally flubbed that one. That sucked completely. I was not expecting this to be that soft. This is like just hitting like out of a bunker at this point. So there's just nothing compacting it there. I was expecting a lot more. Is this kind of, okay, this is gonna be super soft as well. So I'll put a little bit more heat behind this ball. That was a little bit better, but as you can see, that was just pure sand, which just completely ruined that. But I mean, this is, but see, I got to get over that. I would normally putt this because it's just right on the edge of the green here, but there's this big old sand piece right here, right? So I got to get over that. So, I mean, this is a complete fail this round, but attempt number 2. Now, this feels a little bit harder than even what was back there, but not by much. So I just kind of want to pop it up, still aiming for the same spot. Just want to kind of pop it up, get it over there. Yeah, that was horrible. Pulled it immensely. So this is already a complete fail, mainly because I have to chip twice already, but let's put these 2 balls out. It's gonna be one heck of a sweeping right to left. Probably, I'd say, probably about 18 feet away, it looks like. But, and it's gonna be downhill. It's gonna start, so I'm gonna have to hit it, and then I gotta get through the sand. So I gotta put some speed behind it, but I can't put too much, because right at that cup, it's gonna start to wanna roll downhill, and it'll get away from me real quick. So here we go. So not bad, kind of just lagged it up there. Just tap this in real quick. Take a real narrow stance because I don't want to get too much into the path of my other ball here. Oh, there we go. So put that one in. Let's go get the other putt in now, shall we? So as you can see, this is probably like 8-foot putt here, right? This is really bad. I kind of pulled the shot, right? Had the ball a little bit more forward in my stance during the chip, but I didn't want to put too much. I wanted to definitely get it over that sand like before, but this is pretty much just straight, dead straight, maybe a little bit left to right, but not much. But uphill, which is something I've always kind of struggled with, is leaving putts short going uphill. Like, I'm going to put this just in between the tiny little flag stick here. Like, I'm going to aim right here in between the flag stick and the edge of the cup. So, because I don't think this is going to fall too much. It's just going to be about getting it uphill more than anything. I don't know if I want to keep doing the claw or the... Oh, just left it on the edge again. Second time in a row I've done that. Not bad putts though, but I've always told myself, because I used to be so bad at the game 16 years ago, if I ever got in the green, no matter what, I want to be able to two putt. So let's pick a new spot, new target. Gonna aim at the far cup over there. And I think we're gonna go right back here. In fact, here, we're gonna spread these out a bit more here. Just kind of, leave it where it lands. One there, and we'll go one there, right? So that'll work. Down to one camera. Only had my phone out in the sun, other phone out in the sun for about, I don't know, 6-7 minutes, and Thailand sun is already overheating it. So I did did have another camera with me, little backup camera. So let's take this shot real quick. Once again, I'm aiming for I'm recording the wrong pin with the second camera, but I'm gonna aim for this pin way ass back here, right? Got you guys in the wrong spot. I'm such an idiot. There we go, that's the pin that I want. So, as you can see, quite a bit of distance, right? If I was to pace this out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So about 25 yards, that looks about right, about 25 yards. Chip shot that we have up here, aiming for that far center pin. It's pretty much just uphill. It is gonna fall a little bit right to left, but not a whole lot. So I'm pretty much just gonna try to aim in between so you guys can see the pin that I was just aiming at and the far one over there. I'm just gonna try to put it right in between. In fact, I'm gonna try to land this just past that, on that dark green spot, just past that first pin there. So take my stance, this new chipping style. Once again, I'll put all the information in the description on the link on how Todd Graves or Tim Graves teaches this for the single plane swing. So here we go. Ooh, too far. Oh, stop. Check. Blew that by the hole. Okay. At least I didn't leave it super short this time, right? All right, here we go. Last one. Oh, I'm gonna leave that one super short. So I have pretty much the opposite putts. I got one uphill and one on a falling ridge on going the other way. Both got to be at least 15 feet. So as you can see, I got a lot of work to do. So let's hit this one first. Oh God, this is at least a 15-foot putt back uphill. All right, here we go. I know I just walked over my path like an asshole, but with about 15, 20 feet to go, it's not gonna matter too much. Oh, it's gonna be uphill, it's gonna fall definitely right to left. Put about cup out, maybe? No, just outside the cup. Just outside the cup. Aim this uphill, which is something I struggle with. Let's see. Come on. Oh, just almost. Let's finish that off, tap that in real quick. Other camera's in the way. I'm not gonna move it. Nope. Look at my butt. Finish that one off. So at least I'm two putting all these, right? All right, this one's gonna be, I think, the trickier putt because it's gotta come downhill. It's also ridge and sloping this way. So kind of sitting on top of this little ridge here, right? So I'm sitting on top of this little ridge. Like I said, it's kind of falling, but yeah, it's like I got to come up to uphill about right here, which is not a huge uphill, but then it's definitely going to come down and it's going to start to fall this way. So interesting little putt here. Probably about 9 feet. Once again, I think I'm just going to aim this just to the outside edge of the cup. Yeah, that'll be good. So aiming probably like a ½ inch outside the cup right now. Just didn't put enough heat on it. Left it short. That sucks. Finish this off real quick. Boop. There we go. So unfortunately, guys, today was a massive fail as far as the putting and chipping challenge goes. I did three attempts at this. Maybe I'll come back tomorrow and give it a even better attempt. Maybe I'll adjust the rules a little bit for myself, and if I can two putt everything in, because as you can see, I can do that and see how many attempts we can get that. But really like to see how many times it would take me to be able to complete even one attempt at this. So put comments down below on how many times you think it'll actually take me to complete even an attempt of just getting up and down, so chipping and then putting it in, so one chip, one putt, and being able to get both balls in at the same time. So I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for joining me, and we'll see if I can make this happen round 2. But yeah, if you guys like this kind of content, do me a huge favor, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys next time.